Today we are back for part 5 in our deep dive in the Jamaria Sessions case. If you've missed any of the other parts, I'd highly recommend checking it out. It's on the playlist, which is linked in the description box and the pinned comments for you. Jamaria Sessions was only 9 years old when she died in her stepmother's house on June 17th of 2024. Now it took until August 28th of 2024, which is not that long, but it still took some time, of course, for this investigation to take place, for the stepmother, Tyshael Martin, to be arrested and charged with first-degree murder, and she's now facing the death penalty. Jamaria's father, LoJuan Sessions, was arrested just 2 days after Tyshael. That was on August 30th of 2024, and he's been charged with aggravated manslaughter. So we've gone over the timeline before in part 1 and 4, deep dives. Go check it out. Tyshael Martin's full police interview is available in part 2. And the dad's police interviews, that's from his initial body cam recordings, all his initial statements to the police. So we've been wondering, well, did he do any other interviews before he was arrested? Yes, he did. Today we're going to listen to the one from June 24th of 2024. And then in the next part, we'll listen to the one from July 3rd of 2024, and in the final part of this series for now, until there's more records that are released, we'll listen to the one from his post-arrest. And it's very interesting to see as the layers, get peeled off. Oh, how his story changes, how initially he's a little bit protective of Tyshael, and then by the end of it, the post-arrest interview, he's ready to throw all the way under the bus. So let's listen to the one now from June 24th of 2024. Please note that this content is for adults only. Viewer discretion advised. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe, like, and share. So we're going to listen to this interview together. Tell me when you catch any of his lies or something, that you might want to point out. Tell me in the comments below. I'll be here as well, making commentary. So you can see the banner as well. Jamaria Sessions, 9 years old, died on June 17th of 2024. This interview is from June 24th of 2024, and LoJuan was arrested August 30th of 2024. Tyshael on August 28th of 2024. Let's have a listen to this together. 1 hour and 34 minutes.
Hang out somewhere. I can have Alyssa put her in the break room or whatever you want to do. It's up to you.
I don't know.
Huh?
It's all right. It's all right.
It's all right? Okay. Uh-oh.
I don't need that.
Ma'am, you have a seat where we like.
Oh.
He brought his mommy with for this interview, so that's who else you can hear.
All right. I'm Detective Mercer. I don't think we met. Maybe we did at the scene. I was a little busy, obviously. I'm the lead detective on this case, and we are investigating as a homicide. Okay? And just so you understand, the reason why that is we don't know the cause of death right now. So we're going to treat it as a homicide until it's not a homicide.
Okay.
Okay? Is that fair?
That's good.
All right. What's your name, sir?
LoJuan Sessions.
LoJuan Sessions. All right. What's your date of birth? What's your phone number?
Redacted.
All right. Very good. All right. So when was the last time prior to your daughter's death that you were at Tyshael's house? Do you remember?
I left that Thursday.
Yeah.
He left on June 13th of 2024 because Tyshael sprayed bug spray on him while he was sleeping. And so that's when he had enough and packed his bags and off he went to stay with his mother, where his other biological daughter also was. So why not take Jamaria with? Why leave Jamaria there with this abuser who's now sprayed bug spray in his face? You know what I mean? I mean, he was very much aware that Tyshael absolutely hated Jamaria. So I wish his charges could be upgraded,
Was it the 13th, I think?
So Thursday would be the 13th, yep.
Yes, sir.
And then you didn't come back over until the 17th, right?
So I got the call.
So you were there on the 12th, you were there on the 13th, but then you weren't there on the 14th, 15th, 16th until you got the call on the 17th, right?
Yes.
Is that fair? Okay. So this is a copy of pretty much your cell records for the tower that hit near the house. Mm-hmm. And like you can see here, like I told you, I wasn't bullshitting you. I have no reason to think you're there. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's why I asked for your phone number. So just let you know you're not in any trouble right now, so relax. I do have some pictures I really want to show you guys.
No.
Not those.
Not those.
Not those.
Not those. Okay. But can you... Yes, ma'am.
At some point, we have to see those. I know. But
Well, I want you to understand the gravity of the situation, right? Of why we're doing...
Oh, you don't want to see the pictures of what your girlfriend, and maybe you as well, did to Jamaria? He's like, no. I mean, it would be worse if he's like, here, let's see the pictures. But, you know what I mean? Oh, I think they should just show him the pictures.
What we're doing and why we're looking into it the way we're looking into it. So at some point, we'll have to show you, obviously, the photographs, okay? All right, so why did you and Tyshael break up?
Just we've been having differences for a long time.
Right. So Tyshael gave us her phone. We downloaded her phone, so we went through text messages and pictures and stuff like that. There was an allegation in February, I think it was, where you text her and said that she bust your baby's head open. What was that about?
What happened? That's when in February.
I think it was February.
I didn't have her in February, but
I think she was
that's
talking about
stemming back
Jalea.
from Jalea. So she had a scratch. Honestly, when we argue,
Okay.
is how can I say it? We hit below the belt. We
Right.
twist things past what they really are. So that was referring to the scratch that Jalea had. And I more so said it to, win the argument.
Sure.
And honestly,
He said it to win an argument? I know he mumbles a bit. Listen carefully. Maybe put some earphones on, right? He raised the topic of, why does my other daughter, Jamaria's sister, have scratches on her? And he said that to win an argument. Okay. And yes, Jamaria's sister had very similar scars on her, including, sorry to say, trigger warning, on her nipples, because Tyshael would pinch them both as hard as she possibly could. Oh man, okay.
I never believed that she did it. So it was just more of argumentative type thing, if it makes sense, like just going back and forth. I mean, if you've seen the messages, we hit below the belt, which we shouldn't as a couple, but we definitely go below the belt.
What do you think happened to your daughter, to Jamaria?
Honestly, I don't know. I just want to know, and that's what drives me crazy. I know her. I've been dealing with her for 7 years. In that time frame, I have not seen a monster. You get what I'm saying? It would take a monster.
Scott, you gotta look in the mirror, bro. I have not seen a monster. He said, I've been dealing with her. You're talking about Tyshael. For 7 years. Yeah, dealing with her. Not that I've known her. I know her well, nothing. I've loved her for 7 years. I've been dealing with her for 7 years, and I did not see a monster. Sir, she sprayed bug spray in your face, which is why you left. Scurried off, so please.
To do anything to a child.
How did Tyshael feel about the mother of your children?
They didn't get along at all.
Do you think it's fair to think that she may take out some anger on your children?
No. Because Jamaria, they were both before me, and Jalea was kind of in the middle.
Yep.
But we weren't together.
Okay.
So with both of my children, me and Tyshael were not together. They were both before her time.
All right, you said it.
Reminder that Jamaria and her sister's mother died from an illness at the end of 2022. And at that time, LoJuan was incarcerated for other charges. We went over this already, right? I'm just reminding you that Tyshael, though, had been dating LoJuan already and was extremely jealous of the ex, which is Jamaria and her sister's mother. She was so beautiful. So I think that when Tyshael looked at these two little girls, she hated LoJuan's ex so much that she took out that anger on them, as well as any anger that she had towards LoJuan. There was even protective orders from Jamaria's mother to Tyshael, because Tyshael was harassing her, making threats to her, and that was before she died.
At the scene that you gave permission for the older, well, all the kids, I guess.
No.
Just the older ones, or is it all of them?
No one was allowed to spank her.
Okay.
No, I never said the children were allowed to spank her. That's where my words have, so much of what I've said has been twisted. What my words were, that I allowed them to get on her like a sister. I mean, at the time, I wasn't articulating what I mean.
Yeah, no, and I get that. That's why I want to talk to you.
They took it as, oh, you let the older kids whoop her. No.
Okay.
I have brothers, so when my brothers get out of line, you know, we have our ways, you know.
Right. So what would be fair in your mind if say Jamaria was stealing money from one of her siblings? How do you feel that should be handled on a sister level?
I don't believe that's a sister level, honestly. That's
Okay.
where I step in as a father. But as a sister level, I mean, I don't know. I would just say keep her out of your room. Like, I don't know. My brothers, they take my stuff, but it doesn't bother me. So,
Right.
you know, it's to the individual with that situation. So I have my brothers will take something from me, but it's my brother. So it's like, okay, now you ain't going to get nothing else from me.
Sure.
But you know what I'm saying? We're not going to fight. We're not going to fall out or nothing like that. So when it comes to certain situations, it's on the individual and how they perceive things is honestly how I look at it. But violence is not the answer in any way.
So let's go back to May 31st. May 31st, Jamaria and Tyshael and all the kids, Egypt, all of them, they all go to Miami.
Correct.
They all get down there to an Airbnb that night. On June 1st or June 2nd, they go shopping and they do different things. One of the things they did is they went and got their nails done.
Correct.
Why was Jamaria not allowed to get her nails done?
Jamaria, okay, so I was going to cancel the trip for Jamaria. She had been going to sleep in school. The trip been paid for months in advance. So Jamaria was having complications, going to sleep in school, stealing out of the stores and stuff like that. So when they got down there, they...
Stealing out of the stores. There's another probably false accusation from Tyshael. She made up all sorts of things about Jamaria and what Jamaria did. Victim blame to the max, but like made up stories. So this guy also saying, no, none of Tyshael's kids were allowed to use violence on Jamaria. Well, that's not what they said. When police interviewed them, they said, yeah, we were allowed to discipline her as well. We were supposed to. They were expected to. So...
said that she was doing it again. She was stealing. Every store that they went in, she would steal something.
See?
So
that's what Tyshael would have said. Every store they went in, Jamaria was just stealing things. I mean, Tyshael made up a story that Jamaria flashed somebody on this cruise ship and that security had to come there because the boy that she flashed was all upset and they identified it was her and how dare she. And she made up these stories to make up reasons for LoJuan to get upset and to say, well, then you should punish her. You should punish her for that. And then, oh, she would. She absolutely would. Now, LoJuan was not on this ship cruise because he was on probation for his previous charges, so he couldn't go.
she said that she didn't pay for her to get the Torsha, the mother, paid for the nails, not Tyshael.
Right.
So Torsha said that she didn't pay for it because Jamaria had been stealing. And she was lying. They asked her, did she take the stuff back? She said no. Okay. I was even, if you could see, I was saying, okay, do they have like hotel security or something to go and scare it out of her? Like I was trying to come up with a solution, like a mock arrest to make her think, to know like it's not okay to steal.
Right.
So,
but you said she was falling asleep in school. So she was enrolled in school on August 10th, and she was unenrolled, obviously, in June. But the point being is that she had 114 days that she could have went to school, and she missed 39 of those days. And a lot of them are in May. Some of them are in April. I mean, she's got just a ton of missed days for school. And then late days, too, where she's coming in at noon or even later.
Correct.
So why is that?
Yeah, tell us,
So
LoJuan.
Jamaria had learned that, okay, if I miss
we're
the
gonna
bus,
victim
I don't
blame
have to
some
go to
more.
school.
Okay.
Because of dad's schedule, if I miss the bus, I don't have to go to school.
Now listen how they're about to catch him out. Oh, you're saying if your daughter missed the bus, she learned. Oh, that's a sneaky way to miss school. If I miss the bus, I don't have to go to school. Listen how they catch him out in this lie right now.
And it was due to certain subjects she didn't like, such as reading and language arts.
Okay.
These are the classes she was going to sleep in. So she was, she knew that my schedule was so busy that she can get away with some stuff. And then some of the days we were behind, or because Tyshael gets up every morning and does all the girls' hair every morning before they go to school. So some mornings they would run over a little longer, doing her hair, getting her prepared for school, which is 5 girls in the house. All of them go to school.
What time does school start?
I want to say 8:30.
Listen.
But I don't want to lie. I want to say 8:30.
I want to say.
No, the car rider line stops at 8:30.
Sound like Jen Soto.
8:30, 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Somewhere in there.
What time would her
Somewhere in there. What time would the bus come? The one that you said she was so sneaky, missing on purpose. Okay.
bus come through?
7:35.
So she would have to have her hair done by then to get on the bus.
Yes. Yeah.
So one of the things that we have is surveillance camera from Talisha's Vivint camera system. She had cameras inside and outside the house. So we have the video from that.
Okay.
I can tell you these kids don't have a routine for bedtime.
No, they don't.
They're up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
We tell them, hey, you're supposed to be in bed, but
They don't listen.
again, I'm so busy, I don't always
Sure.
have time to enforce certain things. But yeah, they don't.
So-
Especially summertime, they definitely have just been hanging
Now,
out.
Jalea was only enrolled for like 14 days. And of that, she only went to school 4 days. So there's definitely an absentee issue going on.
Correct. And with Jalea, she was scared of the bus at first.
Okay.
And then with the transition, I wasn't forcing her to go because
Gotcha.
I knew that it was so much. Okay, so Jalea was perfectly fine until she got enrolled in a new school, and it was like a switch hit, and it was like, oh, this is for real. I'm not going back to what I'm used to. I'm not going to be at Nana's house doing whatever I want to do. You get what I'm saying? I'm here
Talking
now
about her
where
sister.
I have different.
He's now talking about his other daughter, Jamaria's sister, who was kicked out of Tyshael's house because Tyshael said she's just causing strain in the relationship. Thank goodness, because otherwise she would probably be dead too, which is horrible to say. But the way that Tyshael abused LoJuan's children, allegedly, I think that probably saved her life.
Different things that I have to do. I have to do my schoolwork. I have to pick up behind myself, at what she should do at the age of 5. They would tell me all the time, Grandma just put them in a room and just let them play with toys all day.
Yeah,
So
who's grandma?
Their maternal grandmother,
Do you know her name?
Althea.
Okay.
So I was trying to break her out of that just to teach her, like, hey, if you put it down there, you're supposed to pick it up. So it was trying to instill the simple principles in her. I was having too many issues,
Right.
which is why she ended up with Mom.
She still does it.
Well, I'm looking at Jamaria's grades. I mean, she had a 85 in math, 81 in science. I mean, she wasn't doing terrible.
No, that's due to, staying on her. Actually, Tyshael made her get them grades up.
Okay.
By making her do her schoolwork at home or on her computer to get her grades up.
How does Tyshael discipline children?
Really, we use wall sits, we use squats, we use jumping jacks.
See, I said we.
what is it like? PE we would call it, I guess.
PE.
Work.
The way they did it, people wouldn't call it PE. They'd call it CA, child abuse.
Workouts.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously you've been with your other daughter quite a bit. She's lived with you for a little bit now, right? Have you guys ever noticed the scars that she has on her?
No, the dog bite I know of.
Okay.
Julia.
Julia scars? No.
She was interviewed today, and she was photographed, and she's covered in scars.
Okay.
The same type of scars that Jamaria had. A lot. I assume, Grandma, you bathed her, right? You ever notice that her nipples have scar tissue around them, like they've been peeled off or pinched off?
When I first asked her,
Mm-hmm.
I kept asking. At first, she wouldn't talk to me. So later on, she began to talk.
Was this her fault?
The day that I brought her over there, you heard me tell her. I said, remember I told you we're going to have somebody you can talk to about the witch. I said it with a W, but I meant it with a B.
Mm-hmm.
So she had began to say stuff. First it was just small stuff. And I told her she would never have to go back. When I said that, she said, you sure, Nana? I said, oh, I'm sure, baby. So that's why she opened up to you guys and was able to tell you whatever she had to tell you. There's still stuff that she has not told me. Because when we was writing, she was telling, she said, Nana, you see my finger right, my toe. I said, what's wrong with your toe? And she said, stepmommy did it. I said, what did she do? And she didn't give me a definitive answer. That's
right.
how, she'll say that you did it, but she never gave me definitive answers. So I'm at a crossroads.
So are you blaming her for that? She never gave me answers, so I didn't know. Again, trigger warning. Her nipples were ripped off. That's how hard Tyshael pinched her. Okay, there were marks all over her body. And you're like, well, I don't know. I asked her and she never gave me a definitive answer. So that's it.
But all I can do is hold her and protect her.
Right.
That's where I'm at. I'm protected. So, like I said, she wasn't talking about anything major. She was saying little stuff. But when they told her I was going to let her talk to somebody about the witch, I didn't say who.
Right.
Then she met you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So her little conversation was, is that who I'm going to talk to? I say, her and a few other people. She said, okay, I'll do it. And I let her go. I didn't want to hold her back. I didn't want to. It's a lot of stuff. So I don't want to sit in there. I want her to tell you what she need to tell you, but I don't want to sit.
Sure.
Because all I can do is try to protect her. I don't have, you tell me she scratched you. I asked you what happened. And you don't follow through. So it takes time for her to follow through. And I think in her young mind, she don't want me to do anything, or, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
That's all understandable if it takes the victim time to open up. But call CPS, not that they often help much, unfortunately. Call CPS, though. Call the police. If a child is covered in injuries after being at her freaking stepmother's house, right?
She did not say all of that. She told them.
How often did you see your daughter, Jamaria, when you lived with Tyshael?
Most of the time, I would see her not even going to work. When I get back, she would be up on the couch, laying down.
How many days a week do you work?
I work most times 6 days a week.
Okay.
I work Monday through Saturday. Saturday is an extra shift that I pick up.
Sure. What time?
From 6 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Okay.
Sometimes we'll do a full shift and we'll stay from 6 to 3.
Okay. And what do you do?
I'm a plant operator, so the wall textures and ceilings. I work for the factory that produces the powder that makes that.
All right, so Monday through Saturday, roughly 6 a.m. to 1 p.m.
No. School is from 9 to 12. Work is from 12 to 1.
Okay, so you're working from 12.
Well, 1 to 9. Sorry,
Okay.
9 to
Write this
12.
down.
1 to 9. I confused myself.
So you go to school first?
Yes,
Okay.
So you go to school what time?
I go to school from 9 in the morning to 12, but I get up at 6:30 most mornings to take the bus.
Okay. All right, and then you go to work for what time?
From 1 p.m. to 9 p.m.
And you go to work Monday through Saturday.
Yes. Saturday is the only alternative day where I go in early.
What time do you go in for Saturday?
6 a.m. is when I go in Saturday, and from 1 or from 6 to 3. So from 6 to 1 some days, because it's all on who's running the
Sometimes 3
shift.
p.m.
Yes.
All right, and then school. You go to school what days a week?
Monday, and they just changed it. Well, I was Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
All right, so Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
So let's back up. So, on say on Tuesdays, for example, you could be with your kids afternoon, right? Before noon. Sorry, before noon.
Before noon.
Right. So,
But I would probably wake up, say maybe 10. You know, I would sleep in.
Sure.
Because, you know, I'd be tired. So I would probably get up about 10 and start my day.
how many hours a week would you say that you spent with Jamaria during the week while you were living in Tyshael's?
Which week?
Any
The
week,
last week?
just average.
Um,
I know that the last week you'd moved out, and we'll get into that in a minute. But like,
Sure.
just on average, how many?
I don't know. I'm in a week, so I would say I'm with her at least 2-3 hours every day.
So say
Well,
about
not
14,
every day.
14 hours roughly a week.
Yeah, that would be safe.
Okay. Because you're off on Sunday.
Yes, but Sunday is my day. I'm not gonna lie. I take Sundays for myself to recuperate
Sure.
because I have to do it all over again Monday.
Somewhat understandable, but like, where's the time for your kids though? Because like, all these days going to school, which I think is part of his probation program, okay, and then working 6 days a week, and then Sunday is the one day you can spend with your family. What do you do? Nah, that's for me. That's for me. Okay.
Sure. So during those 14 hours, do you bathe, Jamaria? No. Do you cook for her?
Yes, I cook for everybody when
Okay.
I'm not working.
So what do you do with Jamaria during those 14 hours?
She would come watch TV in the room with us, or we would be playing with Egypt. You know, just like certain activity. It would all depends on how the day go.
Okay.
So, just normal stuff though. TV, watch TV. We would go outside, maybe walk the dog. When I see she having a hard time, I would talk to her. Like, we would just talk, maybe walk around the block a couple times, take the dogs out, you know, just kill time, really.
Okay, so for
You sounded like Stefan Stearns, dude. Just killing time, really. And you're going to bring up the dog. I wouldn't do that if I were you, LoJuan. If you know about the dog, oh man. Go watch part 4 if you don't know about the dog.
14 hours a week, every week, roughly, since, let's just say December, have you seen your daughter have any scars on her? Any marks that you can't explain? Don't make sense? Any injuries?
That I can't explain, no. I do know that she did get a whooping and that she had a mark on her arm, but it went away.
Okay.
But it went
Is
away.
your daughter known to pick at herself? Does she pick at her skin and cause herself to cause injury?
Pick at herself? I've never seen her do that. I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie.
All right.
Well, that's busting Tyshael's story because she's like, she did it to herself. She would pick herself, okay? She hurt her own ankle by tripping over dog food, and she would, just pick at her skin. No, it would be Tyshael, according to the probable cause affidavit and the accusations right now. It would be Tyshael causing those injuries.
Tell me this dog bite that she got back in March.
Huh?
The dog bite she got from 7?
So she said, I wasn't home. I was actually on the way home. She said 7 was eating and she tried to take his food and he
That's the
bit her
Rottweiler.
and went on about his business. So I took
Where
her,
is she?
I took her to a hospital right up the street. What is it, South Lake? I'm not sure. Orlando something, or
Advent Health right here in Claremont.
it's in Claremont, yes. But I'm not sure if it's Advent Health or not.
How did she end up at Arnold Palmer then?
When did she end up at Arnold Palmer?
Yeah, Tyshael took her to Arnold Palmer with a dog bite. Jamaria?
When was this? Nah, I have no idea about that. I know I took her up here. To,
So there's been multiple dog bites.
no, one dog bite on her arm.
Yep.
The one on her arm.
So we have a report of a dog bite that took place at Tyshael's house with 7. Tyshael took her to Arnold Palmer in Orlando because if she reported it here, the dog would be put down. And that was in March.
Which then Tyshael should be charged with that as well, if that happened. You know why? Because Tyshael was training the dog, commanding the dog, according to video evidence that the police have, to attack Jamaria. She used her dog, a Rottweiler, as a weapon against a child.
In March. I don't know when 7 bit her though. I would.
Do you have any like conversations maybe you can look at and kind of jog your memory?
I know I text you that night, Mom. But do you have it? Because I was at the hospital with her.
I don't know. There should be a switch somewhere with a push button.
I'm just gonna walk that. Step around.
My missus gonna go back to March, which they stopped at April, Mom. You got to go back in yours. Let me see. Oh wait. I know what to do. Where is it? Okay, so March 2nd. I got the videos of me with her in the hospital. On the bus.
You look at that bite report and see what date that is.
March 3rd.
March 3rd?
Yeah, well, this at 1:49 a.m. March 2nd.
Yeah, so the next day she was bit again.
Where?
Did you you took her to South Lake?
Yes.
Does it have the location on that?
This says Saturday.
Click on the picture real quick. Just click on the picture. Oh, there you go. Yeah, go back to that.
That's what I was just at right here. It says add a location.
No, he doesn't have a location turned on his phone.
I'm sorry, March 2nd.
So how is it Arnold Palmer or is it Advent Health?
South.
I was told I was told Arnold Palmer.
Okay.
Arnold Palmer in Orlando, dated March 2nd, 2024. Is what
Yeah.
Orange County sent over.
Why would Orange County even have it if it was here in Lake County? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I took her personally. For
She
the
didn't get
dog
transferred?
bite to the arm. No,
Okay.
they gave her a couple stitches and that was it.
Because Tyshael's on the bite report, not you.
Huh?
Tyshael's on the bite report as mom. So we found that a little odd that she would take him to Orlando.
I don't know. I took her though. I know that I took her that night on the 2nd.
So
But maybe because we were arguing about the dog bite, but I don't. This is all new to me. We was arguing about. I told her I was gonna kill the dog. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you the
I
truth.
would've.
So I told her that dog is gonna die. Just as soon as I get there, the dog is gonna die. So she tried to call the police. I'm on probation. I got out the car. I called my mom. So she went back with Jamaria. Now, I don't know if in the time of me walking, which I don't think so, that she took her there. But I know for a fact for the dog bite on the arm, I took her.
So on March 2nd, you said dog bite happened. Was that early in the morning, or you said it was like
that
1?
night. It was. This is when once we get to the back at the hospital.
It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yes.
On March 2nd.
Yes.
So this picture here of her with this bandage on her arm is from the dog bite?
Yes, that's from the dog bite.
Okay, so
those
it's down
are the
low.
bandages that they gave her.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
When Mara came to the house, she said the same. That she was messing with the dogs.
Messing with dog's food.
I cleaned her arm.
Oh, come on. The grandmother is saying now, which is LoJuan's mother, right? That Jamaria said the same, that she was messing with the dogs. No, Tyshael would say that. Tyshael wants to protect her dog that she's made a weapon out of. To say, don't you dare ever tell anyone that was my dog that did it to you, unprovoked, basically, or commanded by me. Blame it on yourself. It was you. It's your fault. You messed with the dog's food, right? Wow.
A couple days after it happened, put some more cream on it. And wrapped it up.
Where is it at on her arm?
It's like
Start
two
in
spots.
here.
It's more here,
Because
not up here.
No, 7 has an overbite, so it's like it was in this area. It wasn't in the shoulder.
Okay.
So this is a picture of her from Tyshael's Facebook. There's
That's
a
the
wound
same.
right here.
That's the same wound.
Is that the dog bite wound on the back of the
same
bicep?
wound. Yes.
Okay.
No, it's just wrapped. So yeah, 7 is a Serbian rock. So I don't know if y'all saw him or not, but
I took him.
he's not a small dog. So yeah, and he has an overbite in his mouth, which makes the biting worse.
I told her, I said, the dog ain't dead yet. I don't want
She
you to
begged
kill
me
the
not to
dog.
kill the dog. I was gonna.
She don't want me to kill her. Because I was going to go kill the dog.
And then this is a picture from the cruise that they took.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously you can see there is no, I mean, the people in the cruise will Photoshop scars and stuff out. So there's no marks or anything on it right on there. All right, so what was the sleeping arrangements like for Jamaria at the house?
So I was supposed to. I know y'all seen Ozaria room, the loft. I built that.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to do the garage for the older girl that's in the back of the house. I was supposed to redo the garage, and Jamaria was supposed to take the downstairs room.
Mm-hmm.
But I started working. I wasn't able to get to it, so she didn't have a assigned room. She was allowed to sleep wherever she wanted to sleep.
Who's-
Like
Oh, my word.
Egypt.
Who slept?
She was allowed to sleep wherever she wanted to. You mean she didn't have her own room? No, she didn't. She didn't have her own bed. All the other kids did. So they treated her so differently compared to the others based on what's in that probable cause affidavit.
Slept in the shed out back.
Nobody.
There was a bed and an AC unit.
Yeah, I think she's had a sister stayed in there some years, a year or two ago, but nobody lived there.
How long did they live there at that house?
Oh, they got it while I was in prison, so maybe 2 or 3 years,
Okay.
maybe longer.
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't quote me.
That's fine. So, did she have a bed, or she just grab blankets and sleep wherever?
No, she didn't have she has a bed set, but not a mattress, not a bed. So
Okay.
she was just allowed to sleep wherever she wanted, on the couch if she wanted, upstairs, downstairs, in Egypt's room. Egypt's room just got a bed due to Torsha coming, so it wasn't even a bed in there. Egypt was actually sleeping with us, while we were working everything out. So Jamaria normally likes to sleep with Naya. She likes to sleep with Denaya in the bottom downstairs room. But other than that, it's just wherever she decides, or she will always go to wherever everybody is. Like, if all the girls are in here, this is where she's going to go until she falls asleep.
You ever seen Naya act in a way where she would hurt somebody?
No. Naya's a water bag. But,
Oh,
I mean,
what?
that's to me a crybaby.
Oh.
But that's to me, you know, I'm a big guy, so
Right.
it's a difference.
What
to-
about her siblings?
No. Deshara and Naya did a lot of track and sports, so they got home late a lot of the time as well.
What about Zaria?
Ozaria, I don't know. Ozaria is an isolated child. Like, she likes to go in her room, go up on the loft. That's why we built it.
Right.
So she would go in there and play Roblox most of the day, or be watching Egypt, or not watching, but with Egypt, or they would go ride bikes. Her and Mari would ride bikes, go to Ozaria's friend's house and stuff like that. I've never seen them do anything violent or act violent. So,
Did Jamaria have any friends in the neighborhood?
Ivy. In the neighborhood, just
Yeah.
Ivy. It's not many kids in the neighborhood. So just Ivy, Lisa's adopted daughter.
Have you ever known that Jamaria may have disclosed some things to Ivy about abuse in the home?
No.
I don't even think Jamaria had a friend in the neighborhood because she was barely able to walk from all the abuse, you know, especially towards the end of her life when she was only 9 years old. Now, just as a reminder, Tyshael's children, it was Tyshael and her kids that lived in a house that Tyshael's mother owned, right? LoJuan also lived there and initially had his 2 daughters there, and then Jamaria's sister was sent to live with his mother. The kids in the house at the time were between the age of 5 and 17. That's Tyshael's children. There were 4 children. And all of them had their own room, their own clothes, their own space, except Jamaria. They would all eat together as a family. Jamaria was never seen on video eating with the family. If she had touched the dog's food, I won't be surprised either, based on the video evidence that they're already alluding to having. Because maybe she was so hungry. Because she wasn't included in any of the family activities. How do we know? Because police say that they had surveillance cameras inside the house. Tyshael deleted 95 videos, by the way, between when LoJuan left the house and when Jamaria was murdered. Well, she died from all her injuries, right? So, the other kids, Tyshael had taught them to also discipline Jamaria. It was an unsurvivable situation for this little girl, which is just so horrible. And her own dad was right there. And he did nothing. That was a long way of him saying that Jamaria didn't have her own room, right?
You know anything about Jamaria maybe disclosing anything to a guidance counselor at school about abuse in the home?
No.
Okay.
I was very active with her school. They never said anything to me. I was on dojo a lot with them, and when I couldn't be, Tyshael would be, but I could still see everything that was coming. So,
All right. The couch that she was allowed to sleep on, what couch was that?
any couch, but the upstairs couch, the
That
downstairs
one?
couch, yeah.
He frames it in a way of she had so many spaces she could sleep. It was freedom, like wherever she wanted. She didn't have a room of her own. She didn't have a bed to call her own. She didn't have any safe space at all in that monster's house. I mean, and he talks about it like this.
Bear with me 1 second. Where did she normally bathe at?
They don't have bathing areas.
Did she use the master, like the big tub in the master? Or?
If the girls are in the other showers, yeah. So yeah, she does. They all, rotate. Especially when I'm not there. They all.
Everybody just rotates, they got so much freedom. It's just they found blood evidence in one of the bathtubs, which is why the police are really asking, so where did Jamaria actually bath or bathe? Yeah, because there's blood evidence there.
So why was your other daughter why did you take her from there and leave Jamaria there? Was she just not getting along? Was she acting out?
Jalea was like peeing on herself, peeing in the bed, and just like she was going through, I don't know how to word it. She was having a hard time. Jalea was adjusting, was not good on her, and it was making her act out.
Let me help you word it. Trauma. She was going through, how to word it? Trauma. A lot of trauma from your freaking girlfriend, Tyshael. Okay.
She was scared to get on the bus. She was scared to go to school. Like it was just so much. So.
But you understand that if you look at it through the lens of what we know now, do you think that might be an indication of abuse? The fact that the child's incontinent and unable to control her bladder out of fear?
LoJuan.
That was happening before we got
Was it?
Yes, that was something that's not new.
That's something that she has an issue with?
She still wears the bed.
That's because of you then, LoJuan.
Okay.
It's not as bad as it used to be. She could be laying there playing now, and she may tinkle on herself, but I've taught her that if you do not stay in those clothes. You get up and you change.
Right.
Okay.
So she would lie in the beginning. Then she started, I need to change my clothes now.
So when did
Thinking that she would get in trouble. She doesn't get in trouble with.
So was she incontinent when you first got her back and moved down here, or was she incontinent before that?
Before.
Yeah, I don't know what that word means.
Well, I mean, she can't hold her bladder.
Is when she can't hold her bladder. That was happening before.
Yeah, that was
she with the
before I
other
got
one.
her.
So, like, for years, she's had that problem. Okay. Well, there's marks on Jalea that indicate that she was hit probably with a belt or a wire. According to her, well, she would have to be put against the wall to do squats, put her hands above her head, and then if she started to fall or get tired, she would then be struck repeatedly until she complied. And I'm not talking about a few minutes of physical exercise. I'm talking about a prolonged amount of time for a child to be able to sit against the wall and do air squats.
Yeah, that's
something
I know when you break, when it's too much. So I've never made her go past her limit.
Do you know when it's too much for a child, though?
And once I've seen that she couldn't do it, it was okay. Go lay down. Go take a shower and go lay down.
Oh wow, how
When
comforting.
you say you've reached that limit, what time frame was approximate?
She
for
would
that?
last maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
15 at the most, but 10 minutes. I would set a timer for 10 minutes and she would already be breaking down, and it would just be like, okay, just go, take your shower, go lay down, and when you get up, we'll try this all over again.
So what did Jamaria get in trouble for on the cruise?
Mooning someone. She mooned someone, and
He says mooning someone, like showing her butt to someone. Tyshael said flashing someone. A total lie. Because the police went to the Carnival cruise organizers, operators. They asked for surveillance. They interviewed people. They got a report. And that never happened. Who the hell makes up lies like that? That Jamaria mooned somebody. And the boy was so disturbed. She got in trouble. Had to punish her, right? So he's talking about mooning. She mooned someone.
So tell me about that.
I got.
I know you weren't there. I know you got a phone call.
I just got a phone call about her mooning someone. I definitely said she needs a whooping for that. You don't reveal you're 9 years old. It is not okay.
You see? You see what the result was? Tyshael says, your daughter, Jamaria, she mooned someone. And then security had to look into it because the boy was so disturbed, and they identified Jamaria as the one who did it. And what does LoJuan say? She definitely needs a whooping after that. And then Tyshael would do that. That's what she wanted. Oh, you give me permission to beat her? Okay, cool. Thanks. That's why she made up stories like that. Okay.
So what happened to that So from my understanding, security got involved or something.
They came to the room, and I guess she said they called everyone out the room, and the people that were moon picked Jamaria out.
Okay. What if I told you that never happened?
That would be insane.
So this is actually it's the other one. This is a itinerary of all of the entire cruise with everybody involved. I got videos of the cruise. I got pictures that they took. Everything's color coded by their name. And I'll tell you, because everything you do on Carnival is logged.
Correct.
Every single thing. So.
Have you been on a Carnival cruise?
Never.
Okay. So the way it works is you basically get like a ID when you get on the ship.
Okay.
Okay, so everything that you do, you get off the ship, they scan that card. You get on the ship, you scan that card. You don't use credit cards, you don't use anything like that. It's basically a key card access to get into like the Camp Oceans, things like that. You use it to get into your room. Anything and everything is off of that card.
You have to have the card.
Tracked.
Okay.
You ever heard, did they ever tell you that Jamaria snuck out of Camp Carnival, which is like a kids program?
They said she signed herself out because she was allowed to.
She didn't sign herself out. Tyshael signed her out on day 1 because she was so sleepy. She was not doing okay in it. That's a red flag. Meaning there's a lesson to be learned there. For like the cruise ship staff. This child was not okay. She was on a cruise ship. They got back on June 9th of 2024. She died on June 17th. Like she was on death's doorstep. On a ship cruise. With everybody partying, celebrating, feasting, doing everything, and nobody noticed. This child is not okay. Like, the police need to be called, right? Shame, man.
All right. So the only thing reported by Carnival involved Deshara and Tyshael. And that would be Deshara got injured on an excursion, so I think she said she fell off a horse or something. And Tyshael reports that her 11-year-old daughter's luggage was damaged. That's it. That's all security was involved in. Lazara Hickson's luggage was delivered with a broken wheel. And then you said that Tyshael that Jamaria signed out of kid camp. All right, so we emailed and asked the questions about the kids, right? What incidents happened with the kids? So their response back was regarding about the below cabins, which were the cabins that involved the kids. There was not any incident report for any of the kids. Now, if a kid goes missing from Carnival, from their youth program, there's going to be an incident report done because you have a child running around the boat. And it says, I was checking with my staff and there was no issues. As per Egypt, she was a good child. Child was autistic, nonverbal, but we never had any problem. As per mom's special instructions, to give her headphones whenever she needed it and contact her. Ozira Hickson, there was no issues as well. Staff is aware there is an issue with the family. They must let me and or the other person know about so we can take immediate action depending on the case. They never mentioned anything about Jamaria being in this.
See? Yeah, LoJuan, process that.
Never went to the daycare.
No, she went to daycare once. She was signed out by Tyshael.
Uh-huh.
She never snuck out.
See? He's like, Yeah, think about that. Get there quicker, LoJuan.
I'll find you the document where she signed her out.
So you telling me the whole trip she only been to that little camp? Huh?
She only went once, and she was signed up by Tyshael. You want my honest opinion what I think happened to her the rest of the trip? I think she was locked in a room, wouldn't let out.
Probably.
She did go on excursions, though. She had to, because everybody else...
They left the ship.
After I was told, after I was told that she signed herself out, knowing how dangerous a cruise ship could be, I did say to keep her in the room.
By yourself?
No, not by herself. Nah, that was
saying?
not an order. Was for...
That was not an order. Okay, who's going to stay with Jamaria in a room on a cruise ship? They probably did lock her in the room. I don't know if the room had a window. If the room had a window, maybe she was signaling for help. And maybe that's why Tasha was like, she was mooning people. How dare you signal for help? She wasn't mooning anyone based on the evidence, right? But he's like, yeah, just lock her in that room. That's how dangerous. Ship cruises, dangerous. No, Tyshael. Dangerous. I'm not saying ship cruises aren't or can't be. I'm saying Tyshael is the danger. My goodness.
When I told him when y'all in there, she's to stay in there with y'all. When y'all leave, put her in the daycare and put it to where she can't sign herself out.
Yeah. She most definitely was signed out by Tyshael. I'll find that, but there's a paper in there that shows Tyshael signed her out. It's like a printout.
So there was never a mooning incident either.
No,
Not that we can document.
not that Carnival has any document of. And if security was involved, they have to document it. And talking to the director of security, anything involving a minor is heavily documented. Nor would they bring a group of people to basically point out a juvenile. It's too dangerous. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a second. 6. Within 7 months, there's 6 DCF cases that were complaints that were filed against Tyshael. Well, 7 that were filed against Tyshael in reference to your daughter.
And I've not been contacted about either
And
one.
did you see any of the injuries?
No. That's what I'm saying. I've never been contacted about any case filed against her. They have my number is I
7.
give it freely. So
Right.
7 DCF complaints. Okay. And DCF, what did you find? You just left her there? You looked at the injuries and you're like, seems alright. It's not alright. She died. Man, so disappointing.
I don't understand why I was not contacted.
We're looking
Not
into
to
that
defend
too.
him. But he's not the type to look at a child, even if it's daughter.
Right.
Most of the time, even when she was a baby, her mother had to change her.
I got you.
They would have confrontations because she's a stinky diaper now.
Right.
No, you change her. No, you change her.
Sure.
I ain't supposed to be changing her. And it's not because he's that way. It's my fault. Because I told him, young girls, you have to be careful.
Yes. I get that 100%. And that's fine.
So,
I'm not going to hold that against
I'm
them.
wrong.
Ma'am, they're not talking about that. They could be, but in this case, no. Physical abuse, a lot of, pinching, beating, using the dog as a weapon, injuries on her body, you know what I mean? She's like, oh no, my son, no, he would never look at young girls. Not even his own daughter. Ma'am, no. I think silence is the best option there in that moment.
My concern is, and
Why didn't DCF call somebody?
Why didn't they tell me if it was like
They didn't call.
that's part of our investigation as well. Who dropped the ball and why?
Right,
That's part of it.
not once did they
Do you
tell
recognize
me.
this at all?
First LoJuan did, then DCF did. 7 times, 7 calls, and it's like, Didn't even call the dad. Probably because they didn't find enough what? It wasn't enough for you? Not enough injuries? My goodness.
That's the tub.
Tub where? Where's that tub
The
at?
master bedroom. Bathroom.
Okay. Do you recognize these stairs?
Yes.
Where does that go to?
Downstairs.
What used to be right here?
The rail.
The rail? What happened to it?
I broke the rail.
You broke the rail?
Yes.
Did you fall?
Yeah. No, I didn't fall. It was already hanging on by.
Like barely anything?
Nah, it was like 2 of them on there.
Okay.
And one day I twisted my ankle going up. I broke the rail off.
Liar.
This hallway here, you.
Liar, liar. You know how I know? Because he said, I twisted my ankle. Guess who twisted her ankle? Jamaria. You know why? Because there's video evidence of Tyshael absolutely beating the crap out of her. And telling the dog to attack her. Then telling her to get the F upstairs. Hurry up. And as Jamaria is trying to run up those stairs as fast as she can, she twists her ankle. Well, you just gave it away, LoJuan, by saying twist ankle. You twisted your ankle and then you just broke the railing. I don't think so. I think you know very much that Tyshael was abusing your daughter, in my opinion. And that's how the railing broke. As this poor little girl was hanging on for dear life. Right?
You recognize it? There's a bedroom here and a bedroom
Okay,
there.
that's downstairs.
It's downstairs.
Yes.
Anybody ever get locked in that?
No, nobody's never. That
What if I
closet,
told you that July said that she was locked in on a regular basis?
that closet that closet was never clean while Jalea was there. That closet had so much. You see, if you see all.
There was a closet downstairs that had blood evidence in it. I will remind you that LoJuan did not even know that Jamaria was at Tyshael's house in the final week of her life because he was told by Tyshael that Jamaria had gone to California to stay with her mother. That was a lie. She was probably locked in that closet and he didn't even know it. She was there at the house the whole time. I remember he fled after being sprayed in the face with bug spray. But he was at the house for some of those times, not sleeping there, and he didn't know his daughter was there. And there's blood evidence in the closet. And here they're telling us that Jamaria's sister would sometimes also be locked in that closet. Wow.
the stuff in there.
Well, we
That
pulled all the
also-
stuff out, but we sprayed luminol in there. Luminol, you know what luminol is?
No.
It detects blood.
Okay.
Even if you clean blood up,
Correct.
we can find it.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you some pictures. It's not anything crazy. So this is the couch that you identified she slept on, right? Let me do this. This will be a lot easier to deal with this stupid thing. All right, that's the couch, right? That's the couch with luminol on it. All that glowing is blood. Okay? That's the tub. That's the tub with luminol on it. This is the stairs. The stairs with luminol on it. This is that closet. That's the closet door shut with all the blood in front of it. So what was going on in this house?
I don't know. Honestly, I know this closet. I didn't even know we had this closet for a long time until she told me one day.
Clearly.
You see
That closet.
these brass pieces?
Yes.
Look at them. They're glowing here.
Yeah,
There's blood all over the stairs going down. There's blood going up the stairs.
Who tried to clean it up?
I wasn't there. I don't know. I haven't been
No
there.
one's ever said anything?
No, I promise you. I give you my word. I don't know anything about any
I
of
don't think
this
your word
stuff,
means a
man.
lot, dude.
Jalea says she was locked in this closet and she was bleeding in the hallway when she got locked in there. And then there's blood there.
That means I can't deny that. But I know that I didn't know this closet was here for a long. The downstairs area is the girls' area. Okay, I'm not their biological dad.
Right.
So I stay from down there. I don't go down there. The farthest I go, well, I will when it's necessary, but I'm not down there.
We gotta do laundry and stuff, right?
Yeah, like that for reasonable reasons. I'm downstairs. I don't go downstairs.
About to have rope patrol walking here.
It's
It's who? Good. You can stay on.
You're telling me this bitch beat my baby.
Well, there you go, Grandma. Now you're getting on board. You telling me that this bitch beat my baby? Say more things like that, Grandma. She processes faster than you, LoJuan.
What'd you hear about her foot?
I didn't know nothing about the foot till I read the report, and they said her skin was missing off her foot.
I'm gonna show you a picture of her foot. It's just her foot. And you tell me if you think, in your opinion as a father, if this needs medical treatment. Okay?
Yeah, tell us. Hot water, boiling water splashed on her foot and her skin came off. Yep. She didn't even flinch. Didn't make a noise. Didn't move. Nothing. Go to part 4 if you missed that.
More than that. The fuck? Please don't.
Get her a
Can you
trash
take
can.
her out there, please?
Now you want to step out with Detective Parrish?
Please.
We'll go outside.
I can't breathe. I gotta go.
Yep. It's that bad.
You were told that your daughter went to California on what day?
The 10th. They got back on the 9th. I was told that she was going the 10th while I was at work.
Okay, and you didn't see her the 10th or the 11th or the 12th because you left on the 13th. So you were there for 3 days.
Okay, the
And
10th.
Minnesota.
No, I got up the 10th. I went to the store, got some things that they needed. I got some things they needed. I went to
Let me say it in words that are the truth, in my opinion. He was such a neglectful father, he didn't even notice his daughter wasn't there. He believed Tyshael that, oh no, she's in California, but she was in the house. She was in the house, probably locked in their closet downstairs. Didn't even notice. Got a big fright when he was told, wait, what? She was in this house this whole time? When I was there? On June 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th? He left on the 13th, right? To go to his mama's house because Tyshael sprayed him in the face with bug spray. You didn't know? Your own daughter was in the house. Wow. Okay.
school. That day I drove to school and to work. On the 11th, we was arguing. The 12th, we were arguing. The 12th, we were arguing and I took an Uber to work. But on the 11th, she still... No, I think I'm mixing. I don't want to mix no days.
Yeah, let's not mix days up right
I don't
now.
want to mix up no days. Okay. So, they got back on the 9th, which was Sunday. Monday, I got the text that they were going to California. Tuesday, we argued. We were arguing on Tuesday, but she still took me to work. Wednesday, we were arguing.
Wednesday the what?
The 12th.
12th?
Yes, we were arguing from back on the 11th. And it just continued over.
What are you guys arguing about?
I caught the argument, the being her arguing.
But what about? Anything in particular?
Just being unhappy, unhappy.
Maybe you were a fair.
Relationship argument.
She said that you wouldn't. You wanted head, and she didn't do that. That's
Oh,
what she
my.
told us. That you started the fight because you wanted head, and she wouldn't do that.
We were
my.
having a lot of fight about sexual activity.
Yeah.
We were.
I get it. Y'all talking.
Yeah. So the 12th, I took a lift to work on the 12th. She picked me up that night.
Is the lift account in your name?
It's right here. It's
Basically,
under,
so if I do a search warrant for Lyft, they're gonna have.
it's under Big Body. Yes, sir. It is. It's connected to my card. I actually have my ride history.
Okay. You can screenshot that and send it to me if you want.
14th. On the 12th, I took a lift. And on the 13th, I took a lift. That's the day that I left. She picked me up from work that night, though. Send it to the number you was texting me from.
Yep. Follow along with you. All right, let's look at the calendar real quick. So the 10th is, so they got back on the 9th.
Correct.
The 10th is a Monday.
Correct.
Where were you at on Monday?
Monday, I went to school and I went to work.
Okay. All right, so Tuesday the 11th, your daughter's gone, according to you, right? She's in California.
Yes, that's when I got
The 11th, Tuesday, you don't have to do anything till 1 p.m.
Correct.
So where's your daughter at on the 11th? You don't see her at all?
I'm under the impression that she's gone.
It's the same house, though. Did you go
it's-
anywhere?
No, I was upstairs, like I was just relaxing.
Okay.
Because I'm under the impression that she's gone. All the kids were quiet. It wasn't no noise or nothing like.
All right.
So it was just a
So-
relaxed day.
So let's do the 12th. 12th is Wednesday.
12th is Wednesday.
Wednesday, you're back at school?
Wednesday,
And
back
you're
at
at work.
school and work. No. Pause. We argued. I didn't go to school that morning.
So you didn't go to school the morning of the 12th?
I didn't have. I was so. What did I do? Oh, okay. So Tuesday, that day at work, I think I was the only one on shift. I had to do a lot of work. So Wednesday, I didn't want to get up to catch the bus. And,
Sure.
And so.
What school do you go to?
Florida Technical College on the east side of Orlando.
What's the name of your business that you work at?
TWI, Tool World Industries, I want to say, or Tool World Incorporations. It's in Eustis, Florida.
And everybody will.
Doesn't know the company name that he works for. Okay. But Tyshael barely even knew what he did. When they asked him, what does he do for a living, she could barely answer the question in her police interview.
Have records of your school will have the records of your attendance,
Yes.
and your job will have
Yes.
timesheets. How do you clock in? Do you just you have a clock that a thing you
have
punch?
a time stamper. You put it through the machine, it stamps it.
Okay. So 10th comes. You come home from work or from school at
From work.
from work at 9:30, 10 o'clock, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
And, Jamaria, none of the kids really have a bedtime, so you don't see them. And then the 11th, you don't see her. The 12th, you don't see her. And then you leave the house. You pack your stuff up and leave on the 13th, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then now Tyshael tries to fly the kids out on the 16th.
All of them. Okay, so like I said, Mario was supposed to have been going on the 10th. I knew that she was supposed to go to California for 2 weeks with her mother, and then.
But she wasn't. And remember that the day before Jamaria died, Tyshael and all her kids and Jamaria headed to the airport to fly to California to visit her mom. So why would her story makes no sense, and did LoJuan really not catch on? I don't believe him. But why would she send Jamaria first? You know what I mean? To a stepmother's mother. Why would you do that? You go so long, and then we'll all meet you a week later. After we've just been on a whole cruise ship. As if. Anyway, they headed to the airport on June 16th and didn't make the flight. And I think based on everything we've read and know in this series, Tyshael blamed Jamaria for it, even though Tyshael did not leave the house on time. There was no way they were going to make the flight either way. But she blamed Jamaria for it. Because Jamaria, she gave her a banana, she threw up the banana. She couldn't walk, she had to find her a wheelchair. Why could she not walk? Because she was so severely abused. But I think she got punished for that even more. And she died the next day at 9 years old. Okay.
All the kids were supposed to go after to help her clean her house so that Okay, they were gonna help Torsha. How can I say it the right way? Organize her apartment because she's a hoarder. She has a lot of stuff. So they were going to help her organize her apartment. And in return, she was going to buy all their school clothes for the year.
Okay.
And
so Denia was supposed to go.
Denia,
Ozaria, and Jamaria.
Yeah.
Jamaria's ticket wasn't bought until the morning of the 16th.
Correct. But I learned all of this after.
Who told you that?
Tyshael told me after. Once all of this went on is when...
What is Tyshael saying about all this?
She's saying she didn't do it. She's saying...
She's in the bed with a child by... She's in the bedroom with a child by herself. With Egypt, sorry.
She's saying...
Are we expecting Egypt to do this? No, not at all. So, Tyshael's alone in the bedroom with Egypt all night long.
Egypt is 5 years old at the time, okay?
We did the autopsy. Your daughter didn't die of natural causes. She didn't have a heart defect. She didn't have a liver problem. She didn't have organ damage. She didn't have cancer. She didn't have leukemia. She didn't have nothing wrong with her. There's no medical reason for her to be dead. There is none. I stood there and watched the autopsy take place. Every second of it. We could not find a medical reason for your child to not be here today. So what does that leave us with? And this is why we're working it as a homicide.
Like, what does he think at this point? You know? We have 36 minutes left.
Did she tell you where she was sleeping at that night? Did Tyshael tell you? Did she tell you she was in Egypt's room? She didn't tell you that? I'm going to show you a picture of your daughter's nipple. I want you to tell me what you think. You need to understand.
I get it. I failed as a father.
No, it's not about your feathers. I need you to stop defending Tyshael and tell me the truth.
Honestly, sir,
I've read your text messages. You've accused her of stuff. You say it's in jest, but I have a dead child with injuries. I mean, that's not how a child's nipple is supposed to look.
What the fuck is that?
That's a nipple. Why does it look? Why do both your
never look like that? Honestly.
Why do both your daughter's nipples look?
How would you know? You never looked. You know what I mean? You were barely present. This whole story is about I don't go downstairs in the house because the daughters are not my biological daughters. That makes no sense. And your daughter was down there. Your biological daughter was downstairs. So what do you mean? And he's like, what is that? That's her nipple. The Tyshael pinched so hard she pinched her nipples off. What? And her sister is scarring there too. Wow.
Look like that, and they're both around Tyshael. Why?
I'm not defending
I don't even know what causes that.
Okay, but I'm not defending her. Sir, honestly, I
got videos all day long inside the house of her screaming and yelling at your daughter. I got a video of her on the cruise ship grabbing your daughter by her throat. You're telling me she's not a bad person, but I can see the monster every day. She thinks your daughter's possessed.
I'm going off from what I see, sir.
But you're never there.
And that's the problem. Oh my God, man, I can't believe I felt my daughter like this, man.
Why can't you believe it? You weren't there. You were barely present. Is it a shock?
When's your daughter break her teeth?
Yeah.
Her teeth.
Mm-hmm. Her teeth were broken. Lip busted.
About a broken tooth.
Teeth, not tooth. This is her on the cruise, right? Is anything wrong with her teeth?
No.
I'm going to show you her teeth. You got a busted lip and 2 broken teeth. How hard do you hit someone in the mouth to break their teeth? She didn't fall down. She didn't fall into a wall.
No way.
That's not from picking. She's got bruising all along her eye. Look, her eye is swollen shut.
I don't know what you need me to do, but I'm willing to do it. I can't say that I was witnessing this stuff, but
The burns on her feet.
whatever you need.
So,
please.
how did they tell you the burns on her feet happened?
They didn't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Rosaria allegedly says she spilled water on her when she was straightening her hair, straightening her braids. So she said she only got it on her foot, right? That's her back. I need to know what happened in that house. That's the problem I have, is I need to know what happened in that house.
I knew I would tell you. That's my baby. That's my firstborn. That's
I get it.
Father.
Father to father, I get it.
Father to father. If I knew anything about this is my baby. This is my baby. She didn't know. No child deserves none of this. I've never.
Listen, Mr. Dramatics, you were the one that said to Tyshael, give her a whooping. She absolutely deserves that. Punish her. He joked about it on text messages with Tyshael. So please, spare us with all the theatrics right now.
So I promise you, if I knew what you needed to know, I'd tell you. If I truly knew, I would tell you everything. I moved to Leah because I couldn't reach her. Nobody made me, nobody forced me. I would have did that for Mari. I'm not afraid to say I need help.
I get it, man. But you're telling me that you've been there for 7 months and you did not see a single mark on this child?
I told you about the whooping. I saw a group.
This is not whooping. So
That's just, this is something different.
Very sadistic.
All of that has, but anything under her.
I don't know what that
never
is.
saw.
Like, I don't know. I can tell you what I think it is.
I would have never saw anything under her clothes. I don't go in the bathroom.
I know, I get it. But here's the thing is that a lot of these wounds are on her face, her ears, her neck, her shoulders.
That has to be new stuff. She was out of my sight.
Some of this stuff is old, man.
No. I promise you, sir. And I'm going to rack my brain until I can find the answer that you need. I'm going to go. I'm
Just
gonna
give us your
do
phone.
every message,
That'll do.
Every moment that I had her with me, I can give you whatever you need.
She was found naked, and we don't know why. Is that something she normally did?
She sleeps in her underwear sometimes.
Because she doesn't have PJs. Probably. Because she's so injured.
Monster. How? And I didn't know this. How did I not know this? How did I not notice this shit?
I want you to see one more picture. I know it's rough, but this one has some belt marks on it. It's a rough photo. It's a front photo. Okay. Look at all those marks. Look at all those scars. She's got bruising. We did a rape hit on her. We don't have results yet, but we did. Right here in her arm. Right here. Fingertips. Those are all fingertips for somebody grabbing her and picking her up by her biceps.
None of that is natural. None of that. Nothing about that. And how could her mother let her do that? Because her mama was with her. I trusted them people, man.
Get
I
it?
just wanted somebody to help me with my kids, man. Not people.
I understand what you're going through. But now we need to get answers for Jamaria, but more importantly for Julia. We have to. She's gonna want to know what happened to her sister one day.
I see why they don't want my baby around. I don't deserve it.
It's not a matter of that.
I don't.
Unfortunately, Jamaria's sister will know exactly what she went through because she went through it herself. That's why I think the trauma on the surviving sister is unbearable because she can literally imagine exactly what happened to her sister having gone through that before too.
What was going on under my nose?
Were you working?
Day in and day out.
Okay, so you weren't there all the time. You picked the wrong woman, yeah. But I mean, there's no way. I mean, like I said, I got a bunch of video to go through with the house. But are you telling me that she's never, not one time, kind of hit it to where you thought maybe she was a violent person?
No, not
Your ex
like,
Your ex and her didn't get along. What happened there?
Yeah, that was more of they was fighting over me. That was.
Do you know that I listened to audio recordings of Tyshael talking to your daughter about convincing her that she's possessed with her mother's spirit, and that's why she acts the way she does? It's the same exact thing that she said about Julia too.
Otherwise known as jealousy. Jealousy for the beautiful, kind, special mother that Jamaria and her sister had. Tyshael could not stand Tadrina Dort's children. We've seen this before with stepmothers. Absolutely. It doesn't mean all stepmothers are bad. I always have to put a disclaimer. There's going to be someone on the internet offended, right? In context of this case, in context of true crime, we have seen many cases where a step-parent just absolutely hates the child because it reminds them the whole time of their significant other's ex, right? Oh, man.
I interviewed those kids at the scene, and Tyshael's kids said the same thing, that she's possessed, that your mom told her she's possessed. That's why she acts the way she acts.
So they knew about it.
They're all hiding something. The whole family. Every one of them, Tyshael, Denia, Osiris, everybody. Everybody's hiding something. And I want to know if you're hiding something too.
So I'm telling you right here, in front of you, man to man.
I get it.
Anything anything that could have held me from saying anything would have just been released right there. I don't know, honestly. This is the honest truth. I did tell her that as because Jamaria called her mom.
Mm-hmm.
I told her as her mom, you don't have to always tell me when you discipline her, but let me know.
Right. And you didn't give her permission to do that?
No.
Okay.
See why they took my baby, man. I know it's probably hard. Y'all probably don't work.
In case anyone's wondering, what am I doing looking down the whole time? I'm a doodler, okay? I'm listening and doodling, okay? Are you doodling too? Let me know. Let me know what you're doing while you're listening to LoJuan say all this crap. Take no responsibility, no accountability. Just like, what? I can't believe it. Bro, the text messages prove otherwise, but okay. This is only the first audio interview we're listening to, right? There's going to be 2 more coming up in separate videos. So I hope you'll follow the series with me because we got to hear how things evolve. There's this interview, and in the next one, he starts, throwing Tyshael under the bus. But then after the arrest, the post-arrest interview, oh yeah, no, he's in a different place then.
A lot of cases for me to be saying I don't know, but this is a situation I honestly, truly, I catch the bus 3 hours. I get dropped off to the bus stop 6 in the morning. I catch the bus for 3 hours to get to school. And it don't even take me to the school. It's a 15-minute walk from where I get dropped off. I get picked up, I go to work. From work, I go home. By the time I get home, I don't have nothing left. I done put it all on the line trying to become better. Every day, that's all I've been doing. Working, school, working. When I'm not at school, I'm working. I've been trying to change myself, and I was blind, and I don't understand how. And
I was blind, didn't see, man to man. The honest truth, the honest truth. Okay, whatever. Point being, let Jamaria live with your mom, just like her sister did. How about that? How about not leaving Jamaria with Tyshael as a start? Why separate the two biological sisters? Why? That in itself was cruelty. You know? They'd lost their mother. They barely know you, bro. You were incarcerated. And then you practically abducted them from school one day and just like, you come and live with me. And then took Jamaria's younger sister and made her live with your mother, LoJuan. Uh-huh. Yeah. So let Jamaria also to be like, I can't believe it. That is already where there's so many places where the failure started, but let's start there. Why separate the two sisters, man?
It'll never sit right with me.
Let's go through these days real quick. Until you get your rideshare app, let's look at the dates real quick.
I just send it to you.
I know.
Okay.
So on the 10th, right? The 10th is a Monday.
Are you asking me?
Nope. The 10th is a Monday, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So did you have school on the 10th?
Yes.
Okay. So you went from school from 9 a.m.
I can see if I can go on Course Key and see the time.
No,
I signed
we
in.
can do close enough. 9 a.m. through noon, right?
Yes.
You work Monday.
Yes.
So you worked from
1 to 9.
1 p.m. to 9 p.m. All right. But you said that you worked. So was it Tuesday that you worked by yourself, or was it Monday?
I want to say at that time we didn't have it. I was keeping the second shift alive. My supervisors can tell you it was me and one other person.
Okay.
I slang 50-pound bags all day.
I
That's
gotcha.
all I do. So I'm doing at least a minimum of 500 bags a day by myself.
All right. So Tuesday the 11th.
The 11th, no school in the morning.
So no school.
No school Tuesday, but I went to work Tuesday.
Did you go in early or did you go in at 1?
No, I can try to see if I can get.
Sure. I mean, would you go in early? Would you go in before 1?
Sometime, yeah, because Tuesday is the day. Okay, Tuesday is the day pay go in. So I always try to get there early to get a couple extra hours.
Sure. Can you look and see?
It wouldn't be. I would have to get it from the boss man.
Okay. Machine?
Have you write it down for him?
Was it? Is that last week or the week before last? Last week, no.
Write down the dates that you need them.
So I try to keep stuff documented. It's crazy because I broke my
23
tooth
minutes to
Thursday.
go.
Yeah, what happened there? You fell off a bike, you said?
Fell off a bike at work. The front
Okay.
tire, my coworker put too much air in it, and it exploded while I was riding. I was at maybe 15, 20 miles per hour. I face planted into the ground. That was Thursday. I got a call Thursday while I was at the hospital that my grandma was dying. And it's just been downhill from there. You asked about which days exactly, sir? The 11th?
Yeah. We're on the 11th, ready for
Okay,
work.
so on the 10th, I got there at, I'm going to send it to you so you can look with me.
Any drugs in the house other than your medicinal marijuana?
No.
How does she make her money?
Disability payments.
She gets a check from Egypt. That's all I know.
Who's Egypt's dad? Someone's like rich?
No, I'm Egypt
Yeah.
dad.
Not Egypt, sorry, not Egypt dad, sorry.
The two oldest.
The two oldest.
Shara and
Yes, Denaya.
Denaya.
He's a non-factor. I don't know if they have an arrangement, but
She gets child support from Zaria's dad.
all
right?
three dads.
See? Child support and disability. I forgot about that. That Egypt is Tyshael and LoJuan's daughter. So him being like, I don't go downstairs, man. Because those are not my biological daughters. Sir, you had two biological daughters downstairs. Jamaria and Egypt. Like, what do you mean? You know?
It's our own child support.
There's 3 dads?
Sorry, 2. I'm
Okay.
the third.
He's the
I
third.
was like, wait a minute.
So those are the days, right? So all I want you to do is try to fill this out as much as you can. You don't do it right now. Send me screenshots of what you got now, and then we'll work on this later. Ma'am, I apologize.
The 7th is Sunday. Saturday. The 7th is Saturday. The 8th is Saturday. That's no work, no school Saturday.
Saturday? I thought you said Sundays with no work, no school.
No, Saturday is not a mandatory shift, remember?
Oh, that's right. So you got it floating.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Sunday, no work, no school. The 10th I got to work at 12:56.
You said what time?
On the 10th, I got in at 12:56. I left at 9 p.m. And on the 11th, I got in at 11:06, and I left at 9.
Okay.
That was the
12th?
it starts a new pay grade.
Yeah, okay.
At pay at the 12th, which would have been Wednesday. Wednesday is the day that I took the lift. So I didn't go to school Wednesday. The lift got to me.
So Wednesday's the 12th. You didn't go to work, you said, or school?
The 12th, I didn't go to school.
Okay.
That's a Wednesday.
Yep, no school.
Okay, so the lift,
They were arguing.
is that the pickup time or drop off time? Let me click it. Okay, they picked me up at 12:25 on Wednesday from the house, and I
Okay.
went to work.
What time did you get back? Like after 9?
Yeah, definitely after 9.
Okay. And then the 11th was a Tuesday. So Tuesdays you don't have school, right?
Tuesdays, no school.
All right. And then on Monday the 10th you had school.
Yes, school and work.
So 9 a.m. through noon. All right, cool. All right, and the 13th?
The 13th, that was the Thursday that I left.
Yeah, did you go to work or school that day?
No, I left at 7:56 though in the morning, and I went to my mom's house.
So
That's the address.
7:56 in the morning you left.
If you are still here with me, listening to this interview, comment calendar crew down below so that I know, oh, you were there with me. Because I think at this point some people will be like, oh, okay, I don't want to listen to his crap anymore. We're going to listen to more of his crap. I do want to follow everything that he's saying with his little calendar, his timeline. He's sure very busy with us now. Hey, he's like completely fixated on his schedule and everything. It's a really great way to deflect from what the topic at hand is. Amazing how chilled he is, right? Just talking about all this right now.
Went to mom's.
I went to my mom's house. From there, Mom, did you take me to work, or did I catch a?
I took you one of them days.
The 14th, I took an Uber to work. But this is the one that showed at your house, so you had to take me on the 13th. Either you or Q had to take me. Let me try to see if I got another picture of my time card for that
Is that
week.
Marcusio?
Yes.
He could have just told me that's what y'all call him.
You sure you weren't over by your house or over by Tyshael's house at 11 o'clock on the 13th?
On the 13th. What's the 13th?
The
That's
third
that Thursday.
Thursday.
Let me go back to
Because I got you calling a couple people on the 13th around 11 o'clock, 11:23, 11:44. 3 o'clock in the morning, but I ain't worried about that one. It's 11:44, 11:23. I can tell you who you called.
What day you said?
That's Thursday.
Thursday.
I was looking for the calendar trying to
Thursday.
process.
Thursday the 13th, the day you moved out.
Thursday the 13th? No, I was nowhere
See,
near
we're
that.
part of the calendar
Who
crew.
picked
We're
me
going
up?
over this
You picked
calendar
me up.
for a while here. A third of the
day that
whole
I-
interview.
Oh, no.
He's just talking about his work, his schedule, how hard he works. He's talking about... I know they're asking him about this, but like it's amazing how he's avoiding the topic at hand, you know? So yeah, we're going over his schedule over and over again. Here we go.
The 14th. Is that the day that I broke my tooth? That's Friday. No, I didn't break. What day did I break my tooth, Mom?
I don't know if I got it.
I got a picture.
Sir, what day did
Let me
Tyshael
find it.
break Jamaria's
You
teeth?
told me earlier when I talked to you at the house. That's the day you came over and got some of your stuff.
The 14th. Right?
Mhm.
That's at 2:38. I'm at work.
Yep.
Okay. I Ubered to my mom's, and I didn't go back.
Okay.
I did not go back.
Do you have a phone number for Denia?
Five, 6, 1, 3938.
Yes.
And then Deshar's is 3933. What about Portia?
You know that?
She got a 407 area code and she lives in California?
Yeah. She's from here. I guess that's just a number she had for forever. I have a California number.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, yeah.
And she pays for your phone plan, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And we pulling everybody's cell phone records, and I saw that Portia paid for your phone, which was odd to me because I thought that was actually Tyshael's phone. But it's not. It's fine. Any questions you have for me?
No, I just want to know what you need from me. Whatever.
I need to know what Tyshael's capable of. I mean, you were with her for a long time, and you know her.
Yeah, but I'm so much bigger, so it's like
No, I get
she
it.
would never like you get. I'm
You know
bigger. I'm a bigger target, so I guess she would never.
Man, I'm 6'6". I get all about the big target thing, but I'll tell you, one of our jobs of being a big guy.
6'6", sir. That is a tall man. Lead detective. He's like, man, I'm 6'6", so I get the whole tall guy, big guy target. But LoJuan, she sprayed you in the face with bug spray. That's why you left. So, big guy. Wow.
It's to protect little people.
Yes, it is.
So,
I failed to do that.
well,
I fucking failed to do
can't
that.
go backwards in time. We can only fix things moving forward. So what I want to do is I want to find out. I'll think of some things I might see if I can use you for. But I just need to know Tyshael. Like, I need to know all about her. Like, and unfortunately, if you don't know anything about her as far as if she's capable of violence, I mean, clearly she is. What's an item? It's an orange item. It says "boom" on the side of it. It's like a stick.
Fireworks.
It's used for fireworks. What is that?
An orange stick that says "boom" on the side of it.
Yep, it's used for fireworks.
I don't know.
Okay, that's what Julia says. Tyshael hit her with all the time to crack her skull open.
An orange stick.
Yep, it says "boom" on the side
About
of it.
this big.
About that big around. Size of a golf ball.
She says it's used for fireworks.
I haven't done fireworks since I've been home, so I wouldn't know. Honestly, I'm trying to think of what orange stick.
Who thinks he knew about the orange stick?
Seen no fireworks. I mean, they were sparkles in the garage, but
No, this is something
Yeah,
significant to hit a child with.
Uh-huh.
End of the day, man, I'll shoot straight with you. You know, end of the day, I have no reason to believe you were there at the time of her death, so that kind of gives you an alibi. I'm deeply concerned with what I told you as far as the only people in that room with Jamaria was Tyshael and Egypt. That is it. And I know Egypt did not do that to that child.
Egypt definitely did not.
There's no way Egypt did that to that child.
Impossible. That is impossible.
Of course.
Naya's covering
because
for her
Egypt was 5 years old at the time. Okay.
mom. Everybody's covering for their mom. And they think it's cute and they think it's funny and they're laughing and giggling and having a good old time. They don't give a shit, but at the end of the day, I do. And they're not going to like that.
Interview them again. I know they can't remember a lot that many days ago.
We just interviewed them again today.
Story the same.
Stories changed because Tyshael's around them.
Are you going to cover for her?
No.
I'll tell you what Tyshael's doing. I'll tell you right now what Tyshael's doing. Tyshael's putting it on the kids. Oh, I didn't know they did that. They did that to her? My kids did that? That's a shame. You know why she's doing that? Because they were told that because they're juveniles, if they hit the child, they don't go to prison.
Face the facts.
I'm facing it, Mom.
But at the end of the day, if they did it because Tyshael told them to do it, she's just as guilty.
If they did it with her under the roof, she's just as guilty.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if she said to do it or not.
Yeah. You went to prison, right?
5 years.
They don't like people that do things to kids, do they?
There's no love.
Don't
No
have love
love.
now for it.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Don't defend her.
No mercy.
Yeah. Don't defend
It's
her.
none. It's no. They took my heart already. It's no mercy.
What is she saying to you?
She didn't do it. She's saying she's just waiting on the autopsy, because she's saying she didn't do it. All she's saying is she didn't do it. She said she would never do nothing to hurt her. Never do nothing to bring her to her death.
I just showed you pictures of
And
what she did.
videos
to
show
your daughter.
otherwise. Video evidence of her doing all that.
And I just explained to you that and that I was there for the autopsy. I watched the entire autopsy from start to finish, from X-ray to the bag. There is we could not find a single medical reason for your daughter's death. There were no issues with her heart. There's no issue with her liver. There's no issue with her lungs. There's no issue with any organ in her body. She didn't have cancer. She didn't have leukemia. She didn't have any brain aneurysms. She didn't have anything like that. There's no medical explanation at this time. So now we have suffocation. We have toxicology. We have pathology. We have histology, which is they're going to dissect the wounds to see if we can get an idea of how old they are or what they were. We got a long haul waiting on this stuff to come back. It's only about 16 weeks max.
It's too long.
Well, we can't make it go any faster. And I asked for an expanded panel. So for toxicology, typically we just do drugs, right? See what somebody died from with drugs. Well, not only did I ask for drugs, but I also asked for things like chlorine and pesticides and medicines and all this stuff to see what she's got. Everything. So we're going to wait for it. But there is no medical reason at this point for why she's dead. None. Could be shock from the burns. I showed you how many burns she had on her. Could be shock from the wounds.
I can't listen to this. Okay. I got to go outside.
Please.
I can't go. I cannot. My heart already flickering. That's what I just took my medicine.
All right. Well,
I'm
not gonna drill you anymore. I'm not gonna go anymore. But if you hear something, you let me know.
Anything.
You don't cover for her.
Anything I hear, anything that I can find out, anything on any level that I can.
I need facts. If you hear something, you tell me who told you.
You got it.
All right.
That's why she don't want the kids with me.
Oh, he's so cooperative. Does he think he's not getting arrested? Because he did get arrested on August. It actually says it right on top there. LoJuan arrested August 30th of 2024. Anything. I'll find anything for you. They find a lot on you though. If you want to hear the summary of what the autopsy report found, that is in part 4. We read through that whole probable cause affidavit, right?
Kids typically open up and eventually start to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
She don't want. It ain't that Egypt can't talk.
Oh, she talks.
Egypt talks.
You told
She
me
kept
that.
peeping at me. I said, hi.
Egypt told us today she was hit. Right across the face.
Are you listening to that? All that shit she said.
Well, she abused her own kids too.
I'm listening to
Which
everything.
Egypt was also
Have y'all been
LoJuan's.
talking
Is
to her
LoJuan's
father?
child, right? So does she hate LoJuan so much? I wonder if she abused the other kids too, huh? Wow. She's facing the death penalty, I remind you. It's one of those where she's the worst of the worst.
I talked to him today.
Did y'all tell the father that y'all was coming to put him in jail?
Absolutely not.
That's what they told me.
Absolutely not.
They told me that by Thursday I would be
If I wanted you in jail, I've already talked to your PO. I could have had you violated and put in jail already. I didn't have to wait for you to come here with no big production. You're on probation. I know your PO personally. You would have been in jail if I went.
Yes, sir.
It's that simple. It's not very hard. But I don't, like I said, my job is to figure out who is there and what happened, who's responsible. Right now, the evidence I have shows you were not there.
You know my opinion. Okay.
So, you got any more questions for me?
Yes, sir.
You got my number. You hear something?
Y'all got
Hit
my
me up.
number. Save it. I'm gonna save it right now.
I'll have it out in the car. I'll get it for
I'll
you.
text it to you.
That'll work too.
Mom has your number. I have your number.
Yep.
We'll
And
swap
she'll
so
have
that
my
we both
number.
Get it.
Deal.
You hear something? Let me know.
I got you.
All right, this isn't gonna go away.
Anything that comes across my table, you'll take.
Like I said, e-faxo. So if you hear something from someone, I need to hear it from that person. So you could say, "Hey, so and so told me." Cool. My next question to me was so and so's phone number, because I got to talk to them, and it's gonna go all the way down the tree until I get to who heard it first.
It's too much hoopla.
There absolutely is. There's a lot on Facebook.
I don't do.
We do.
I-
We do a
know
lot
you
of
do.
social. We do a
I
lot
know
of social
y'all do.
media.
I'm a
I
fugitive
purposely-
apparently I'm running from you guys apparently.
Apparently,
Keep it that way.
yeah.
though.
Don't tell her you're cooperating.
I
Do
haven't.
not.
It's been so hard to respond because I promised my brother I wouldn't first thing, but
I don't entertain that stuff.
anybody that
If you
knows
try to
me
search me
knows
most of the
better.
time, you can't find me.
I like it that way.
I don't do the social media.
How often is she communicating with you?
Every day.
I mean, I ignore most. I've honestly, because I knew so little. So honestly, I just been ignoring calls. I pick some up, text her back here and there. I met with her actually once or twice. She's acting like she didn't do anything.
Is Torsha down here, or does she go back to California?
She's in California.
You met up with her once or twice, texted here and there, picked up some calls. I mean, it sounds like you're in communication with her. What is she telling you? And what did you do? Do tell us. What did you do when you met up with her twice, huh?
I don't know anything anymore.
Right.
To my knowledge,
She's in.
she's in California.
Okay.
But to say where she really is, I don't know.
She didn't go on the trip.
Yeah, they all went on.
She went on a cruise, but she flew back to California on the 10th. And that's when Tyshael told her.
With her.
Yeah, but she didn't buy Jamaria's ticket until the 16th, the morning before we were called out there. So,
Her mama knew.
oh yeah, that's why I want to talk to her.
These bitches. I'm sorry.
So it's fine.
I'm
There's a
I
lot of people
wouldn't-
covering for people right now.
Juan, how do you feel?
I don't know.
Grandma
Honest.
says, these bitches.
I don't know. lost, hurt, angry, everything.
I appreciate you guys coming in, but pretty much out of questions at this point. I'm pretty sure we'll have some more, and I'll hit you up and we'll get them covered. All right. Any questions for me? Any questions for me at all? You guys raise your...
I really can't think of. You answered my question. Did she kill my babies?
Could you guys do me a favor, raise your right hand for me? Swear and affirm everything's the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, that concludes our interview. You hear something, let me know.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Not much
You
outrage.
gonna keep your PO in Tavares or you move to Orange County?
I'm gonna have to move it. I don't have a residence in the county anymore.
All right.
But I will make sure that you get the new address.
Yep, I'll get it. It's fine.
She couldn't stay at my house anymore.
No?
It's only a temporary thing.
Okay. I think that's why Julia's not there, is because he's there. It's
But they didn't
They
tell me.
never gave me an opportunity.
If they told- if they had told me-
before they ever told
everything.
me. It was simple.
You have to understand. I know you weren't in here. Understand that there's a lot of shell shock going on right now because of what your son just saw. That is why DCF did what they did without taking any exception.
Listen, to err on the side of caution, I would let him take it 500 times.
I understand.
My grandbabies, I'm home.
I understand.
They understand. I got another one now I'm worried about. I don't trust this heifer as far as I can throw her.
Well, she doesn't have that one right now.
She says, I don't trust this heifer as far as I can throw her.
I want to say, I don't know if it's possible, but Lord, Mom, I always, I got kids everywhere. I got Congo, Mexico, down the street. I ain't never seen nothing wrong, but she come to me.
Right.
She wants hugs and love from me. And that's not just her, it's my child.
I will.
If I find anything, hear anything,
Let me know.
if I overhear it, I'll tell you.
And then I'll reach out to DCF too and find out what's going on with placements and stuff like that. It's not
They
really.
said they need my fingerprints.
Well, then you better give them to them.
They can have.
All right. But yeah, I'll get with them and find out, and then we'll go from there.
He won't be there. He agreed to it already, so
Okay.
it's a mutual decision.
Yes,
He
ma'am.
said they didn't give him that option.
They never gave me the option. I would have never let them come take her from me. I would've been
You understand, again, like I explained to her, okay? There's a lot of shell shock going on right now because of what happened. So DCF is acting fast, right? They're not asking questions. They're securing the safety of the children.
So much happened to so many children.
Right.
So
So understand that's why they did it so fast, right? It's
when they
basically,
called, they didn't get an argument.
it's basically let's get the kids safe, and then we'll go from there. So the kids are safe now. Now we can start figuring out where kids can go that are that's the safest place for them. Okay? She'll text you over my number, and you'll have my number, all right? Oh, she's phenomenal about texting.
Or calling at 3 in the morning, I'll answer.
Okay, so that's the full interview from June 24th of 2024. Let's now go and see what LoJuan's going to have to say for himself. By the time he's processed some of this information, what will he say on July 3rd of 2024? So, and then the final one will be obviously the post-arrest interview. So I will see you there. Stay tuned for the next one. We are deep diving this case, and by the time either of these trials happen, if they do, because there were some rumors of plea deals, you know what I mean, especially for Tyshael, maybe even for LoJuan. I don't know. Will we ever see a trial? I don't know. If we do, we'll watch it together, because this is the case we followed very closely. I really hope that there will be justice for Jamaria Sessions. I hope that her sister is okay, that she's safe. I don't know where exactly she is right now. As we heard, DCF took the kids then. And also the other kids. I don't know where they are or how they're doing. I'm just thinking, damn, they're probably going to have to testify, of which the eldest one would be about 19 or 20 years old now. They're probably going to have to testify. So, yeah, if Tyshael has anything left in her, any conscience, any heart, which I don't think she even had in the first place, but okay, don't put your kids through that. Don't put everyone through that. You know, just I wouldn't say I don't like the plea deal thing. Plead guilty then. Not with a plea deal, just plead guilty. Admit to what you did. Anyway, I will see you in the next one. In the meantime, stay safe.